Guys, welcome back to another video. I don't know why I'm so nervous right now, but it's been a while since I filmed, but I've literally been all over the place. So you guys already know I'm in the process of moving, and while in the process of moving, I literally went from Vegas to Africa, from Africa to Houston, from Houston to Cabo, from Cabo straight to Turks. Now I'm back in Houston. Literally just got back yesterday. So I am exhausted. I am dehydrated because your girl have just been drinking and twerking all over this freaking globe. But we're going to do a little recap of Africa. But before I get into it, quick background. It's actually my second time going to Africa. The first time I went was last year, and I went to Senegal, specifically Dakar in Senegal, and I went to Gambia, and I went to Cape Verde. And I had such a good time. Like, let me tell you, I had such a good time. Last year I went in January, and it was around like the Afro Cup, which is pretty much like soccer, like African, like football, you know. And one of the countries I visited was actually playing in like the finals or whatever. So it was insane. It was lit. It was January. It was right after, like, you know, Dirty December and all that. And the funny thing is, I was actually only supposed to go to one country last year, but I messed up, took the wrong COVID test, and my bag got delayed. And then they lost my bag, so I ended up staying in Dakar for like a week when I was originally supposed to spend 2 weeks in Gambia. But I swear, everything happens for a reason. Ended up loving Dakar. Like, I freaking love Dakar. That's one of my favorite places to party, and we're gonna get into that. And then I went to Cape Verde with this guy that I met, and then I went to Gambia. So the main reason why I went to Africa, I mean, like, one, who doesn't want to go to the motherland, but one of my really good friends, she's like a sister to me at this point. She's from Gambia, and of course, I just sped a little, but of course she invited me, and I wasn't gonna turn that down. And look at me, I came back second year, twice in a row, and next year I'm gonna go again. This time I only went to Gambia, and I did go during Eid, which is like the end of Ramadan. I am not Muslim, but I'm all for, like, you know, respecting cultures and religion and participating. I have studied a little bit about it. Like, when I was younger, I've studied like all religions, trying to find which one resonated with me. So anyways, I went there for Eid. So it was a little bit quieter this time, but still I had a blast, just like partying and stuff. I did notice that, like, reflecting on my trips, I feel like there's a huge difference when you're traveling somewhere as like a tourist versus when you're traveling with like local people that's actually from that place. So I didn't really do a lot of tourist things, you know. Like, when I go to Africa, I'm staying with my friend or like her friends and her family. So like, no hotel, no resorts, like no Airbnb. It's very like homey and cozy. Like, her mom makes me food. They take such good care of me. So it's a definitely like different experience. So it's like, I realized all I really did was party and twerk and, you know, still like turn up and had a good time. But I do plan to go back next year and actually go to a few different countries and to do some safaris and some things like that. Last year I did do a few little touristy things, but we're gonna get into that. Anyways, here's the recap. So I actually started my trip in Switzerland. I had a 17-hour layover, and by this time I was so exhausted. I didn't have energy or much time to do anything besides walk around a bit, grab some food and drinks. I decided to eat at this restaurant, and there's also Wi-Fi right here in this little section. I ordered the pesto shrimp pasta, and clearly that thing was a 10 out of 10 because plate is clean. I found this bar called Old Crow's Bar, and look at all these bottles. All these bottles. So if you order like a special type of alcohol or something, there's a whole system for them to go out there, get a ladder, and grab the bottle that you want. But this spot was really fucking cool. I got really wasted here. Yes.
Yep, it made some you can
It's good.
That shit is lit.
No comment. Like, look how beautiful that sunset is. No comment. Yeah, so clearly I was having a good time. Baby girl is throwing that thing back. Drinks was being had. Hookah was being smoked. And I just love partying in Africa. Like, people legit leave their house at 2 a.m. in the morning. And the guys are fucking dancing. Like, look at this. Like, in America, I swear, club is just so boring because nobody's really dancing. But in Africa, everybody's freaking dancing. The guys are dancing. The girls are dancing. But homie right here, he was fucking it up. He was killing it, okay? And he wasn't the only one, but yeah. Then it's like you're leaving the club to go to the afters. This is legit the view from the after hours, you guys. I was here at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., still drinking, still smoking, besuba. I went to the monkey park and this was so like cute. Like, I just love animals and you get to feed these animals. They can like climb on you. I was feeding them bananas and ground nuts, but this was a lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be. I hopped over to Gorée Island in Dakar and this was really cool. Like, this guy is making artwork using sand. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. It was such a cool process to witness. I actually bought a few of his paintings and gifted them to my mom. It wasn't this one that was pictured. It was one with like a mother and a child. It was really beautiful. But Gorée Island is one of the places that was a part of the Atlantic slave trade. So all on the island, they actually have like little slave tours and things like that. So I went to one after this painting and it was a little bit intense. So this is the door of no return. They have a few of them throughout Africa. It's like the slave's last view. Here, this man, our tour guide, is literally putting like shackles like onto my wrist. It was a live video. I wish I could get it to play, but just know these things were super, super heavy. Oh shit. This place was really interesting. I don't remember its name, but it's located at the alligator farm. The alligator was a bit sleepy, so yeah, they're not pictured in this, but this is like a museum of like voodoo and culture and like history throughout Africa and like different religions. It was really interesting. I went to the club and look who I ran into. Like, I ran into fucking Popcorn. Like, what are you doing here? But yeah, that was a nice surprise. I hopped over to Cape Verde, but I was only there for 2 nights, so there really wasn't much to do besides turn up, have some good food, some good drinks, and enjoy the view. The food was a banging. Like, the food was more like European food, which makes sense because I think they were colonized by the Portuguese. So yeah, the food was 10 out of 10, and it was just gorgeous, like a beautiful little island. I did this little tour that this guy took me on that used to live there. And I think this was one of like the first Black churches on the island. And it was really beautiful just to be there. It made me feel like I was somewhere else, like Egypt. Okay, so this is how we are starting our nights. You see all those shots? Yeah.
That Nyas is Nyasin in Africa. Look at these bitches.
So it's like 2 days before Eid and I still don't have like an Eid dress. So I went out into the town to get some fabrics and to see if I can have something custom made. I have no idea what exactly style or design I want, but I'm gonna wing it. I found this beautiful fabric store. Like, look at this material. But they said they can't cut that, right? Oh, this is so pretty too. Oh, that blue is pretty. Okay, but these they cannot cut. Right? It's not the same though. Oh, it's okay. It doesn't have to be the same. Just like the general idea. Yeah. So this is how the dress turned out. I was super impressed that the tailor made this within 24 hours. Like, stunning. I don't even know what to call this, but I'm gonna mute myself so y'all can hear.
Emily, 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 America. Emily, hey, I love you. You love me. I love you. You love me. Touch your pocket. Touch your pocket. Touch your pocket. Touch your pocket.
My last few nights there, I decided to have a lunch at a few of the hotels. It gives you a really close access to the beach and just like a really nice ambiance and beautiful views, as well as just like the pool and the bars over there too. I don't remember what I ate, but I know it was good and I had a good time. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. So I know you guys noticed that some of the shots were like this and some were like this. I apologize for that. You know, a lot of the times Instagram saw it first and I realized that I didn't have a landscape shot. So that's why some of it's like this and this. I know it's not as attractive to the eyes to look at, but we're working on it. Also, you know, I didn't want to put too much of like the clubbing shots in this video because we all know what nightclubs vibes are like. You know, I don't want to take up too much like space and time on this video, but I do plan on going back to Africa. I want to do so much more and I want to see so much more. Like that continent is just like so huge and big and like rich and beautiful, and I'm so grateful that I went with my friend, because as someone who has traveled a lot internationally, that's the first time I went somewhere that I was like, damn, I need to really start to learn another language. Like majority of people there are speaking like 3+ languages and like, you know, dialects and stuff like that. So I'm really grateful that I have people with me that did speak, you know, the language and the native dialects and stuff like that. I did notice that a lot of people who are like from that area, they don't really care to do like the touristy things, you know. I feel like a lot of people are like that too in the States. Like when it's in your own backyard, you don't care too much. But I did do a little bit of like, you know, the Slave Island stuff that you guys saw in the beginning of the video. That was in Gari Island in Senegal, but I want to go back and see more and do more. I definitely plan to go to like Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya. There's just so much to see and do there. But that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and be sure to watch my Cabo and Turks and Caicos vlog. Bye.